in 2014, I actually realized that we are following the wrong route. We as Africans are making a mistake. We as Africans, we are following a broad system that will never practice, that will never understand, the platform that will never develop us as Africans. Because the process that we are following at the moment, we have no African identity. There is no African culture in it. There is no, we don't know how to use it. That's why it's like you are driving on a platform that you don't understand. You want to achieve something. You are like, you want to drive a vehicle that you don't know how to drive it, and you would be involved in so many accidents because you don't know how to drive it. Because the system that we are using in Africa is a Western system that we don't understand, the system that was developed for their purposes, a system that was to resolve their own issues, their own environment. Africa needs to develop its own governance system that is in tandem with its own culture and identity. A governance system that will be able to resolve our own issues. A governance system that will carry, a governance system that will check among ourselves. Kuti apatataza, apatakonewa, apa must improve. If this time around we are being checked by the Americans, by the British, by the Chinese. Look at the two worlds, Western, Eastern. The Eastern world has got its own system of governance. The Western world has got its own system of governance. Africa doesn't have anything. Africa, we are torn in between by the East and the Western. After every election, we are divided into two. After every election, the riggers or the winners are taken by the East. The losers and the criers are taken by the West. And throughout the whole process, 5 years, instead of you will be fighting among yourself. Instead of forgetting about elections, focus on togetherness, build the economy of the country for the people to benefit. They don't benefit. Throughout the whole 5 years, members of parliament will be benefiting as individuals, getting good cars, councillors getting land and everything else, allowances and so forth. But the voters themselves will be suffering because we are fighting a war that we don't understand. We're fighting a war that does not belong to us. We're fighting a war that comes from the East and from the West, and they are used as scapegoats for their own fight. Just imagine if in 2018, if Comrade Chamisa and Comrade Mnangagwa, after having contested so closely, and if they had come together and dialogued and formed a national government, a GNU, this country, I can bet you, this economy in Nikaini could be far away from where we are today.
Do you think our electoral system is one to blame, where we say winner takes all?
We have made a mistake. 42 years down the line, we've never developed a homegrown system. We've just borrowed a system from America, borrowed a system from China, borrowed a system from Russia, borrowed a system from, and we don't understand them because we don't know their origin. They have no cultural identity. They don't have a cultural identity in African context. We have to develop our own cultural system, developed by the African brain. We've gone to school not to come and just copy. We have gone to school to be innovative.
And thinkers.
To think and develop our own system. Now, so the system that we are using are borrowed. They are not ours. We don't understand them. That's why our governance, our economy, our cultures, our everything, our politics is failing because we are riding on a borrowed system. We must develop our own African governance system, which already has got shown. We built our life on relationship. And the